Hey everyone, it's Fi. We're checking out Salvo, Tactical Ordnance Command. This is a game I've not played before. We're going to give it a playtest, see if we can give some useful feedback. I've seen this one in development for a while. Don't know too much about it, but we're going to find out how it is. I've got the game page open here. It says, Welcome, Commander. Set in the near future of 2065, Salvo is a real-time tactics space combat sim. As the newly promoted commander of a combat vessel, you must lead your crew through operations in the outskirts of the solar system. It's got some kind of marketing blurbs, it looks like here. Apparently, it says early access. I don't know, but if you want to check it out, check out the link in the description of this video. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this, see what we can find out in the game itself. I've not seen anything past the screen. It is version 0.3.0. This demo is an early build, does not reflect the quality of the final product. I guess I just click on start here, select a mission commander tutorial skirmish, uplink coming soon. Let's click on tutorial. Getting started, subsystems and protocols. All right, start from the left. All right, some interesting graphics. This looks... All right, I guess it's blurred in the background here. I was gonna say it looks quite pixelated, and commander in the CIC. Your crew salutes you as you step into the Combat Information Center. Today is the first day of the fleet's routine military exercise. Due to recent budget cuts, they are becoming few and far between. Welcome aboard, Commander. I will be your XO for the duration of this exercise. It's a pleasure to work with you. Lieutenant Yang. What does SITREP mean? We just arrived at the staging sector Alpha 6, where we will conduct a preliminary combat readiness assessment. Will begin when you're ready. Firstly, each commander is required to evaluate the latest version of the fleet's command and control suite, the Tactical Intelligence Uplink System, Tacitus. Okay, this interface connects with sensor drones deployed around the area of operation, providing commander with real-time tactical data. Okay, so some lore stuff, I guess. So yeah, this looks like it's like really... Oh, I didn't read what that said. Overall instruction. Okay, so this is giving me like the important information now. We also have auxiliary power banks reserved for performing various power-intensive actions. We'll get to that another time. This kind of looks like a progress bar for a video, so I thought I might be able to click on that. Use this panel to alternate between fire control, aim, and maneuvering move modes. Tacitus interprets and relays your commands to the relevant crew to carry them out. We are currently in A mode. Try issuing a missile launch command. Click anywhere on the screen to fire a missile. Okay. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. So what stands out to me is we were in this kind of this I don't know, text bubble mode. I mean, before when the portrait was over here and we were just doing dialogue, and in this in the dialogue setting, you know, it would put out the text, then it would wait for your input, and then you would do your input, and it would give you the next text. As soon as that ended, once it started actually giving me information that's actually important for gameplay, that I actually have to be learning, it just kind of started spitting out the text without waiting for any input or like ensuring that I was actually reading what it said or understanding it or anything like that. So it kind of stands out to me that it seems a little backwards that you would, you know, give the player the opportunity to like ensure that they were reading the like this lore stuff, but you wouldn't put that into the actual tutorial elements. You know, waiting for input so that they can have time to read everything and you know, see what's being pointed out and that kind of thing. At this point, they're waiting for me to do something, so that's a good thing, but I missed at least one of those text things, so I didn't quite grasp everything that it was giving me here. So I guess we're in A mode. It just said to click anywhere. I was going to mention this looks quite pixelated. I think it's like a low render quality or something, which is a little strange to me. Fire control reports all systems are functioning properly. Magazine capacity for each weapon is limited as our loaders work hard to prepare each missile for launch. Every modern combat vessel should have at least one type of munition at her disposal. You can access the weapons panel anytime to open our ship's current munitions inventory. Good commander is expected to choose the right tool for the job. Okay. Okay. So I feel like click move to enter movement mode, then click any location on the screen to move there. Okay, so it's giving me some. That's interesting because it's giving me some information about like selecting weapons and such and accessing what an inventory. I just hit the tab key just to see what that would do, which apparently is not. I don't know what this is, but this is control. Okay, so I can press control to open this. So it's really strange for it to. For the game to take the time to tell me about whatever this is, like this weapon inventory or whatever it is, just in text, and then just move on to something else without like having me interact with this in any way. Generally, when you're doing this tutorial stuff, and I mean this is what you're doing, you give the player, you tell the player about something, and then you have them use it, right? And to not only provide context for the explanation you're giving, but also to make sure that the player understands it and they get the feeling of using it and stuff. So it's a little weird when you talk about this, I guess, and then you don't like have me actually interact with this in any meaningful way, and then like all of a sudden you move on to like another thing, which is with the move mode, I guess. I actually forgot about what the last text said. So it kind of feels like with the tutorial, there's just some. It's almost like there's bits and pieces missing or something. It's just the kind of the sense it gives me. So I guess we're just moving now. You can gain better awareness of your surroundings by adjusting the zoom level with the interface. Which is use mouse scroll. Oh, well, that's what I tried to do intuitively, but it didn't work. Okay, so that I guess I can't. Can I pause? Oh. Okay, this does work during this, okay. So it's really, I mean, maybe you could tell it's really strange for this thing that came up with a tip about how I could, making it very clear that I can use the mouse wheel and everything to scroll in and out of the interface. Like, it seemed like an important thing, but I couldn't actually do it again. So it's just like, the game is bothering to tell me about this thing and making it very clear. But like when I tried to do it, I couldn't actually do it, and then it just immediately moves on to something else. So that's a little strange. Emergency booster cores that can be injected something. Whenever the odds are against this, is worth considering a tactical retreat. Live to fight another day. I guess we click on this. One more thing, Commander. I've been informed that our ship was fitted with a standard salvage recovery system. It's common in most commercial and military vessels. We might come across useful material out there. Move to nearby objects to pick them up. Okay, again, this is kind of presented as a tip. I didn't interact with this in any way, but I guess it gives simple enough. Let's proceed to the next something. The fleet was generously donated some decommissioned weapons platforms for the live fire exercise. So again, it mentioned this escape thing. I didn't actually interact with that either. As you can see, they were detected and something. When engaging multiple hostiles, it's important to keep track of all targets. Tip: use arrow buttons or hotkeys to switch between targets. I don't know what hotkeys is. So again, this is something else I couldn't actually interact with and do what they were saying. This concludes my part of the assessment. To complete the exercise. Hostile detected, target locked. Audio only, unknown. Weapons lock detected. The platforms must be malfunctioning. Battle stations. Don't take any chances. Let's get out of here. I guess we're gonna do the battle stations because I'm interested in learning, I suppose. Commence operation. What was that? Oh, it's launching missiles. What do I do? Okay. I have different stuff to choose from, I guess. I don't know what these do compared to each other. And I just click and it launches. I guess I'm gonna dodge missiles. These aren't targeted, so this seems to be a a good thing. I don't know what this lock-on type dealie is. When I'm in the move mode, I kind of wish I could move the camera around a little bit so I could see other things. Might be nice if maybe the camera just followed the mouse to like a certain degree.
Copy that.
Oh, I can't move past this line, I'm assuming. Oh, wait, what am I shooting? What was going on here? Okay, I gotta use like the tab key instead of moving the mouse all the way down there. It's fast enough, I don't think.
Copy that.
And I have to like turn all the way around before I can start moving forward, so I'm probably better off like strafing in one direction rather than changing directions.
Ready. I'm on it.
That kind of thing. Makes sense to me. Oh. We got like
I'm on it.
different guns and stuff.
Ready. I'm on it.
Yeah, again, like I wanna move down here a little, the camera down
Copy that.
a bit further. Oh wait, I can zoom out, okay. Even so, I think it might be nicer to, rather than having to kind of spam this in and out all the time, I think it'd be nicer if the camera shifted a bit towards the reticle, the mouse cursor.
Copy that.
12 hits, amazing. Alright. How many of these do I get to launch at a time? I don't even know.
On my way.
Should I use control kinetic impactor? I don't know. Wait, that's not what I meant. Okay, I can right click. Okay, right click and left click are kind of the same. So it's a little, it occurs to me it's a little funny how, can I pause? Okay. Resolution. Let's see if that makes a difference. It occurs to me it's a little funny how I can, or I have to hit the tab key to switch between aim and move modes. Most RTS games from my experience, and I don't play like a lot of them, but like they tend to use like the left and right mouse buttons for those things. So I'm kind of curious what the thought process is behind that. Since you're kind of continually wanting to move and also fire, it just seems a little strange to have to always keep reaching for that tab key to try to quickly switch between both of them when I could much more easily just like left click to launch something and then right click to move, that kind of thing. Like I could do that a lot more quickly. So I wonder what the idea is behind this kind of thing. Target method, gesture, UI. Interesting.
I'm on it.
Because apparently left and right click are currently both the same.
On my way.
Just kind of spamming. I'm not really paying any attention to what they are doing. I see like these particles and stuff flying around. I don't entirely understand what I'm looking at.
I'm on it.
How much? I don't know what this is up here. Alright, something finally blew up. I know I'm not like spamming missiles as fast as I physically can, but it seems like this took quite a while to
On my way.
see any noticeable damage. I guess, okay, it looks like they're actually shooting down the missiles I'm launching. So what do I do about that? I mean, I haven't been given any actual direction. It's just like, they told me, I guess, how to move and shoot. That's about it. Apparently scrolling up and down no longer works here. What's going on? What is, oops.
Ready. On my way.
Is it because I don't have more weapons anymore? I thought I had more than these. It's a little weird how it's the scroll bar is kind of, it's sort of scrolling this menu here kind of very slowly, but it's also scrolling the view in and out. I don't know if that's a bug. A little confused about that. Weapon neutralizer.
Ready. I'm on it.
I don't know if that did anything. I couldn't actually like look down here because I was looking at something else. Mass manipulator. Cruise disruptor. Hopefully the neutralizer did something. No, they're still shooting down the missiles.
Reporting in. Confirmed.
Cruise disruptor. Die. Many missiles. Alright. Just shoot a whole lot of missiles. Okay, it's a little weird. So, yeah, part of the the struggle. I was gonna say the struggle. I don't know what the word is, but kind of tricky thing about games like these is trying to figure out like what exactly what's the more optimal way to play. So once you start giving me like, okay, you tell me how to use the different things. This is how you move. This is how you shoot. This is how you switch between different things, or like click the button to run away. It's like, okay, those are my tools, but I don't know how to use them. And certainly from the immediate experience with it so far, like I don't really get a sense of like, okay, you could do this or you could do that, and one of these choices is going to be better than the other one. It's more optimal. I don't know how to optimize my play. So that's kind of a really tricky thing to, for one thing, to design into the game to make that like a thing. The other thing is to actually communicate that to the player somehow. So that they can kind of make sense of that, because otherwise it always ends up just feeling like you're just kind of doing random things and hoping for the best, and in that case you don't really feel in control of what's going on in the game, and that can wear thin quite quickly. It's not very fun to spend a lot of time in a game where you don't feel in control of what's happening. So day 2 of the Joint Fleet military exercise. I noticed it was a bit hard to pay attention to everything that was happening visually also. In part because I was just trying to figure stuff out, I guess, so maybe that'll get a little better. But we will see. I mean, when you're looking at the UI stuff in the corners of the screen, you don't really see what's going on in the middle of the screen so much, so it's easy to miss things. Just received new information about from the fleet regarding yesterday's incident with the malfunctioning weapons platforms. Due to a logistical error, the contractors that were hired to decommission them did not follow correct procedures, but they were successfully dismantled in the end. Our preemptive strike reduced the platforms to scrap before they could cause further damage, so we didn't put someone else in danger. We are scheduled to conduct an advanced tactics assessment today. Simulate a battle with our sister ship. Begin when you're ready. We've been granted elevated access to Tacitus. Your interface should now display subsystem and protocol information. A ship is more than just its command. It has subsystems that play an essential role in combat. So this is the part where it doesn't wait for me to do input. If they are damaged or are disabled, the ship can suffer severe handicaps. Every attack on a ship has potential to damage its subsystems. Alright, subsystem status is shown here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Major function of the vessel. This is our engine status. It indicates our ability to maneuver. If it suffers enough damage, well, we'll be a sitting duck. Weapons are missile tubes. Indeed. Operations are sensors and computer systems. We could lose combat information and firing solutions for secondary weapons. Reactor status, which powers the ship's auxiliary systems. Losing auxiliary power could leave us unable to activate protocols. I don't know what that means specifically. Crew will perform repairs as fast as possible. You also have the option to assign priority to a subsystem for quicker repairs. Let's conduct a drill to test our damage control teams. Alright, everything is disabled. Alright, click on a subsystem for priority repairs. I assume we can also hit the keys on keyboard. Alright, that's simple enough. Appreciate that. Most enemies will also have subsystems of their own. We may come across specialized munitions which can allow us to damage specific subsystems. Alright, that's straightforward enough. Next up is protocols. Okay, that was what was mentioned earlier. All our ships come with active and passive protocols depending on their class and installed parts. We got Q and W. It will be up to you to choose the ship, class, and equipment to best fit your strategy. So we have AP. Click on a protocol to activate it. Oh, okay, so this is another situation where it didn't actually let me do the thing. It just told me. It just told me, but that's kind of weird. AP is continuously generated by the reactor, although we might come across power cells out there. Oh, and it's just something is done. Okay. A simulated battle with the ISV Astronova. Incoming transmission. Good luck, battle stations. Roger that. Commence operation. Alright, see, I don't know what these do. I don't even have like a tooltip or something to tell me. This kind of looks like a booster, I guess, and this looks like a what do you call that? The Itano Circus, I guess. Let's do some. I'm gonna eat these missiles. Oh, I got some anti-missile guns going. Oh, those are. I'm shooting instead of moving. Whoops. Okay, let's just spam some missiles here. Keep moving, and we have. There's our boosters. That's pretty cool. And I think down here is gonna be our AP. We're gonna eat these missiles too. Okay, spam some. I don't know. I just hit that for some reason because I could. Oh, I didn't mean to shoot there. I tried to click on this thing. I wonder why you can't click on this. Oh, I guess you can, but you can't click down here. Okay. Mass manipulator, cruise disruptor, kinetic impactor, weapon neutralizer. I don't know. Again, like. I don't know what to do with these. Like, which one do I choose? Oh, it looks like I collided a missile with another missile. So just... Oh, a shot over here. Let's hit this thing. Then I'm gonna slap this thing. Whee! That was fun. Alright. I kind of just wanted to sit and watch after that happened. I didn't really want to start doing more inputs and stuff because there was like eye candy to see. What else do we do? We change this back to here. Which We have cruise disruptor. Okay, that I guess that's the subsystem it's attacking. Weapon neutralizer. Maybe I launch this. Is it actually going to hit? Weapons impaired. All right, let's. Looks like we missed a lot of stuff. What do I do? Oops. Oh crap. Move like this, and then do high explosives and spam some of these. Wait. Turn around. Okay.
Reporting in. Confirm.
Mass manipulator. How? Whoa. Alright, this got a little buggy here. I can't seem to interact with anything now. Oh, they died. Well, yeah, I seem to be stuck in this menu here now. I can trigger that. Alright, so apparently I got lucky because this guy just suddenly died and the game didn't soft lock because I got a victory screen, but it appeared to kind of soft lock in that menu there for a bit. Looks like I got a B. So that was interesting. Alright, so we have tutorial skirmish. Let's see, how long have I been recording? Alright, so before I get into this, I'm actually going to close the game quickly. I'm curious if one of the launch options changed the way the graphics are rendering. So I'm going to close the game and relaunch it quickly, see if changing that makes any kind of a difference. All right, there's 3 different graphics quality options here. I'm not sure if they're actually going to change anything or not, but let's try to find out. I guess I'll click on tutorial. Does this look any different? Not really. I don't think so. Yeah, so I'm curious as to why this is rendered at this kind of low rendering scale as opposed to just rendering it at full scale. So it looks quite pixely, and I don't feel as if this is going to be so demanding, visuals to render, that it needs to be lower like that. So I'm just going to real quick, I'm going to launch it one more time. Alright, yeah, it looks about the same. Okay. Let's see, reset the tutorial menu. Okay, let's try skirmish, normal, advanced. Random encounter. Whoop, we got some visual effects here. The ISV Proxima makes its way to the far reaches of ISC-controlled space. Its target, the Midnight Siren, and its captain, Elias Swift. Dozens of warrants are out for the privateer's arrest, but sector law enforcement has been unsuccessful. You've got them on radar. Target lock detected. Open comms and demand they surrender. Perform full stop and open fire immediately. Scan the area. Could this be an ambush? Let's try that one. We've lost precious time. Oh no. Being engaged. Looks like we're at a disadvantage for choosing this option. Weapon systems disabled. Oh, that's not the right key. Collision warning, where? With what? You mean one of these? Oh my gosh, with the other ship? Yo, how about don't glide into me? Let's try cruise disruptor. Let's try weapon neutralizer. Let's try kinetic impactor. Let's try high explosive. Let's try more weapon neutralizers. Another cruise disruptor. Another kinetic impactor. And more high explosives. Oh crap. Then big thing. Kill him. Kill the hell out of him. Kill the hell out of him. Alright, keep spamming this. Alright. Brap. Alright, that was pretty straightforward. Alright, SS. I'm happy with that, I guess. So yeah, I think. I mean, I'm not trying to suggest that the entire game was just encapsulated in that one scenario here, but I guess you can see kind of this sort of flow to the game. The way the game presents itself to me is this idea where you just select kind of these random weapons and just spam them at the enemy, and you kind of do like a variety to get a variety of effects, and then hopefully disable them, and then just spam them with damage. It doesn't, as far as the way I approach it here, it doesn't necessarily feel that cerebral, I guess, where I just kind of, I'm assuming this is the same as last time. Let's just attack them. Okay. Interesting that we get like a little choice at the start. I'm not sure if there was enough information to really make a very intelligent choice there. Like it kind of felt like it's a little bit more luck oriented to choose the right option. But I do like the idea of it. Maybe if you gave like a little bit more in terms of the presenting the scenario with details and stuff, so that maybe I had like little hints about what to do, that kind of thing. That would be cool. But yeah, so that's kind of the sense I get so far with what I see in the game. I don't know what energy burn means. Oops. Looks like there's a rock in the way here. Collision warning with what? Why is it giving me that collision warning? I'm confused. But let's try. See if we can get some of these going. It's like a lot of them. He's kind of stuck anyways. Let's go ahead and move in close. We want to do, I don't know about this, but oh, he's trying to move. Wait, cruise disruptor, weapon neutralizer, more, and then we got the W. Whoops! Hit him with the W. High explosive. We're gonna hit him. Die! Alright. Spam that stuff. Alright, so yeah, I guess you just kind of disable him and then hit him with everything you can for damage. So yeah, I'm just wondering like what other wrinkles you could kind of work into the game to present scenarios where the most optimal solution is not necessarily so obvious. Like you have to make different decisions. Like one thing could be more optimal in this situation, or another thing could be more optimal in that situation, etc. I'm sure there are ways to do that, but I haven't seen them so far, so I don't know. But I guess that's, or in regards to feedback, that would be kind of the direction it seems would be worth focusing on for the design of the game. Looks like we have a different thing. Oh, privateer's arrest. Same kind of thing. Okay. I wouldn't expect that they're gonna surrender in this kind of skirmish, because I think there's only like one high-pitched cackle. Not sure if what I just said made any sense. I mean, because of the limited nature of the demo, that they aren't gonna put these kind of situations in where the enemy is just gonna suddenly surrender, I think. Let's go ahead and hit some of these. Trying to move, get the Q in here. Weapon neutralizer. Cruise disruptor. I'm gonna hit this rock. Okay, I appreciate the maneuverability. There's not. Oh crap. No, just stop. Don't turn, just stop. Gosh darn it. I kind of wish it could just, put the brakes on and maybe even just slowly move backwards or something instead of actually turning around. What am I doing? Okay. Whoa, I don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh, because I clicked and it went off there somehow. Or maybe it's trying to show me the other ship. I don't know what's going on. Cruise. Well, their engines seem to be offline anyways. Weapon neutralizer. Let's move in a reasonable fashion here. Let's not go this way, actually. Hit the Q. Are they shooting at each other here? What's going on? Do a weapon neutralizer. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to move this direction. Wait, Q. So I'm not using the hotkeys or whatever you want to call it, which would be beneficial here. Let's move like this. Let's try to kill this guy. There's little like armor icons. I don't really know like how much health this guy even has. Oh my gosh, let's try to evade. Just randomly shoot explosives here. Looks like I'm out of weapon neutralizers, which isn't such a good thing probably. No, move. Explosives. Looks like we're shooting bullets at each other. I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, move. Oh, I accidentally shot down here instead of hitting the button. So oh shoot. I'm shooting missiles instead of doing reasonable things here. I don't know. I'm gonna run out of these. I'm gonna die. I'm super dead. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I blew up. Okay. Okay, so that didn't go so well. Yeah, I'm sure there are things that I could have done better, but I'm also not entirely sure what they would be. So it's not very good. I mean, that's obviously mistakes I was making. It's just like misclicks and just misinput type stuff, which isn't very interesting, I guess. But yeah, I didn't really know what these like shield icons were that were showing up. I don't know if they have some kind of armor or something. Is that something I could disable? Like maybe if they have some kind of defensive armor or shields or something, maybe I'd want to try to bring them down before I spam the super move into them or something. That would be interesting, but I don't really know if that's the case or how to do that. This is definitely some stuff I don't really know and such, but yeah, this is really interesting. I think the fundamentals of it are, in terms of design, it's feeling pretty solid. Maybe just needs like a little bit more in terms of certain elements that, you know, bring in these decision-making aspects I've been talking about. But there might be some things in the game already that I don't know about. But apart from that, I'm sure that there's, you know, more planned for the future and such. As it is, it's pretty satisfying, and it feels relatively simple to get into, I guess, in a sense where it's mostly moving and spamming the different missiles and stuff. I don't feel like it's overcomplicated. So I think that's pretty cool. Hopefully this has been useful for you. I'm quite curious where it's going to go from here, and I definitely think some of this like control related stuff could be polished up more. Obviously I wasn't really using the hotkeys very well, but particularly like switching between the moving and the firing was really awkward for me. And I also don't really understand why that's even necessary. It doesn't, in some sense, make it feel a little different from other RTS games, but it seems unnecessarily so. So I don't know if you would consider maybe just, you just use left and right click instead. Maybe give me a little bit more camera control. It would be pretty comfy, I think. And I think just doing that, like if you just got rid of the tab thing and just made it so you could just right and left click to either shoot or move, and then just made it so that the camera followed the cursor a little bit, that kind of thing, so I could kind of look around a little bit more. Not in the like full RTS way where you can scroll the screen fully, but just, shifting the camera towards the direction that the cursor is on the screen a little bit, that kind of thing. I think that would help a lot. And of course, if I got more used to the hotkeys and stuff, that would help a bit. I'm wondering. I'm just doing this for. Oh, there's a big skip button, but it doesn't. Oh, it does work eventually. Okay. So I didn't even select the thing, which is interesting. Oops. What was I gonna do? Okay, so pause the game. Curious about the weapon switching. We've got control, and then you just click on something, right? So there's some other input you can do. It doesn't seem like it. You can scroll in this. It's really weird how the scroll interacts with this menu. It doesn't seem quite right. Okay, so here's an idea. What you could do, I know you're using the scroll wheel for the zooming in and out of the view, which I think is probably not something you want to get rid of, but maybe if you had it so that when you hit control and then the scroll wheel, it would actually scroll like a selector up and down in this menu here. And that would be regardless of where your mouse cursor is on the screen. I think that would work a lot nicer. So for instance, if I'm moving around and then I just slap control, then it would pop up this menu, and then I just like spin the mouse wheel up 2 or 3 notches and then selecting this, and then I could just click and it would shoot that one that I had selected, rather than having to move the mouse over here and click on one of these or scroll in this little slot or something like that. I think that would be a lot comfier and a lot quicker. If that makes sense the way I described it, I hope it does. So things like this I think would make the game feel a lot better. Just improvements to the user interface here and the controls, because everything is like you're kind of constantly moving and shooting and changing weapons kind of all simultaneously, so the player interface with that, making that as removing as many of the barriers to that as you possibly can is really going to be the thing to focus on for this game, I would say. So yeah, I think, I mean, so just my opinions about what you could do differently, but I think if you did those things, I would enjoy this significantly more. So hopefully that's useful to you. I think I meant to click on this, but yeah. I'll go ahead and wrap this up, but a pretty cool game. I'm really curious to see where it goes from here, and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.